video, as you can see in the title, we will be talking about insecurities. So I'm just going to share my experiences and how I overcame it. I didn't totally overcome it yet, but it is a slow process. I'm slowly getting there. I still have few insecurities that I'm still dealing with right now, but I don't really focus on it. So I will be sharing this to you. That way, who knows, it might help a lot of young women out there who has the same insecurities as me, and hopefully it will inspire you guys to be, to just love yourself, love your insecurities, love your flaws. So a background story about what I went through, deal with insecurities. I was younger. People would bully me just because of my personal appearance and how I look like. I have very long hair, and my mom just love me having such long hair, and people would call me witch because I have such very long hair. I just wanted to make my mom happy. When she was still alive, so I always keep my hair long, and I kind of carried that until now that I'm aging, I'm getting old. So I always have a long dark hair. And from the place where I grew up in, or a country that I grew up in, people, a lot of judgmental people. I swear, I'm not going to say that everyone are judgmental, but there's a lot of them. So they'll call me witch, make fun of me, they'll run away from me, they'll get scared because I have long hair and they think I'm a witch. So those are one of the insecurities that I have, me having this kind of hair growing up. And second is me having a dark skin, having a very dark skin. So when I was a kid, my siblings or me and my family used to work in a farm, so we work under the sun. And of course, if you are working under the sun, your skin will get darker. Some people would, every time I go to school, my classmates or kids from school would make fun of me because I am so dark, and they will call me monkey because I have a very hairy body, or hairy arm, hairy legs. So I am hairy all the way. They would tell me go shave or something. Oh my god, are you a monkey? People would, kids would call me that. Not only kids, but a lot of old people as well, who are old enough to be my parents, are calling me those kind of stuff as well, calling me witch, calling me monkey. And then I have very thick eyebrows. I have a lot of scars on my leg, so I'm not flawless. I have a lot of scars, and those scars, or this scars, is I got this from working in the farm field because I was helping my parents to work in the farm, because that's the only source of income that we have. And if we don't work in the farm, we're not gonna have food on our table. So that's how I gained my scars. All of my scars are from working in the farm. And also I have pimples. During college days, gosh, this entire face is filled with pimples and pimple scars. So until now I still have pimples over here, and I'm still dealing with pimple scars. I also have huge eye bags over here. As you can see, growing up very skinny, and people will call me mosquito. People call me bangkai or skeleton because I am very skinny. And even though I tried to gain weight, it's just hard for me to gain weight. People like me do exist. Even if we ate so much food, or we follow certain diets for us to gain weight, it's just hard for me to gain weight. But I'm still trying to do that. Until now, I am eating foods that would help me to gain weight. I am doing exercises that would help me to gain weight. And yeah, so those are just the example of insecurities that I am dealing with. My voice, how I sound like. I sound like a goat, I sound like a baby goat. So people would make fun of me because of my voice. My number one biggest insecurity is my voice and how I sound like. Oh, I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. The reason why I said that is the number one insecurities that I have in me is because until now people are still making fun of my voice and how I talk. This is just my normal voice, and they would a lot of people would disrespect me because I don't look like my age, and I don't sound like my age. There's nothing I can do about it. This is how I sound, this is how I talk. I can't, I try to change it, but it never changed. When I was in college, people would make fun of how I sound like, and they'll laugh at me. So I experienced that since elementary to college days and until now. And I learned to just ignore it. I realized later on that having acne scars, hyperpigmentation, body hair, facial hair, thick eyebrows, scars all over your body is very normal and it's natural, and I learned that why should I let other people comments about me affect me when they don't know anything about my life, they don't know what I went through. And I just learned how to love myself, embrace my flaws, my insecurities, because I think if you learn how to embrace your own flaws and insecurities, then those other people's comments towards you, their negative comments, will never affect you. If they tell you out of nowhere, oh my god, you look like a monkey, oh my god, you're so ugly, it's you're just gonna laugh at it because you pretty much heard it your entire life, and then you just kind of hey, fuck that, I'm beautiful in my own way. So yeah, I kind of learned how to embrace my natural beauty. So also do not compare yourself to other people, why is she way prettier than you? Stop doing that, because you are just making yourself sick, sad and unhappy. And I used to do those kind of stuff, and I'm like, you know what, this is me, and if I couldn't love myself and embrace how I am, then who else will, right? You cannot expect people to accept you for who you are when you can't even accept yourself. So those are just the kind of things that I wanted to share to you guys, that it is very normal to be different. And yeah, I don't want to keep this video very long, so hopefully it will help a lot of people out there who has very low self-esteem and confidence. And Flaw as a guide to self-improvement. Embracing certain flaws doesn't mean that you can't change it. In some cases, certain flaws gives you the opportunity to work on those imperfections. And if that certain flaws is something you want to change, then go for it. Your flaws may make you different from everybody else, but that's a good thing. Don't try to make the mistakes, just try to fit. You can find strength in your flaws. You are a lot more likely to own it. For example, if you consider yourself quiet and shy, that probably means that you are an amazing listener and a good observer. Comparing yourself to others, learn to love who you are, the good and ugly. Is perfect in this world, so accept who you are, love who you are, and be flawsome. See you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.